Welcome, my friends, to a new episode of TEFL Insider. Well, in this episode, we're going to talk about assignment 5 in TQUK TEFL course and how we answer this assignment. So let me share a screen and look at the assignment here. 1 second. And as you see, ladies and gentlemen, the assignment is about speaking and writing. That's what the assignment is about, speaking and writing. So productive skills, obviously. So let's see, okay, how we are supposed to be dealing with this assignment. So let's get, okay, to the main points here. And let's go to task 1, right? And task 1 says understanding, accuracy, and fluency. And it is divided, as we see, into 2 parts, part 1, and then we have also part 2. So part 1, it says, write a 250-word essay discussing the differences between accuracy and fluency in language learning, using practical examples to illustrate your points. Okay, right. So again, 250-word essay, that's a very direct question. And you will discuss what the differences between accuracy and fluency. And if you want support with this part, that's what you can do. And if you want support with this part, you can go to the TEFL handbook. Let me show you how. 1 second. Now, if you look at the TEFL handbook, my friends, we want something to be on fluency, okay, versus accuracy. So let's see where we can find this. As you see, my friends, we've got here understanding, accuracy, and fluency on page 186, and we've got distinguishing between accuracy and fluency, evaluating the relative importance of accuracy and fluency. So you've got a wonderful article here that also you can use when you're answering this part of your assignment, plus the references available for you as well. So my friends, we talked about part 1 of the assignment, which is writing 250 word on accuracy and fluency. Now let's go to 2, and it says reflect on your teaching experience or imagine scenario. So you have 2 options here. Either something from my own experience or something that I imagine, a situation in a classroom, and evaluate the relative importance of accuracy and fluency in speaking and writing, so both productive skills. Provide at least 3 examples for each. So what we want here is a situation from your experience or your imagination. And in this situation, you're going to evaluate the relative importance of accuracy and fluency, right? In speaking and writing. And we're going to provide at least 3 examples for each. 3 examples for speaking, 3 examples for writing, okay? The scenario can be maybe teaching a writing lesson, a speaking lesson, ending a grammar or a lexics lesson with a productive activity with a speaking or writing. The same thing for a receptive skills lesson, reading or listening, ending both lessons with either speaking or writing, and you can talk about this stage at the very end. Right. Now let's move to task 2, which is practicing spoken communication activities. And here it says, let's read one by one. It says, choose some course books and try to find a speaking activity from each of the following 7 categories. We have discussions, we have debates, we have problem solving, we have information gap, we have instructions, we have role play and simulation. And I can say you can put simulation and role play together and consider it, okay, 1 category. And instead of providing 7, okay, activities from course book, you can provide only 6, no problem, because role play and simulation can be very close. Now, how can we answer this question? First, what you need to know is you need kinds of activities that would go under the umbrella of discussions, kinds of activities that would go under the umbrella of debates, and also activities under problem solving, and activity under information gap, and activities under instructions, and role play, and simulation. Right, so where can we find this? And let me give you the first support. The first support is to show you where to find types of these activities in English language speaking. And my advice, let me share the screen. My advice is to go to Britishey.com. When you go to Britishey.com, this is what you see. There is a post here. It says what? TQUK TEFL Assignment 5, practicing spoken communication activities. What you would do is click on it, and as you see, look at this, you have simulation activities, and you have five types of simulation activities given to you here. And then you have problem solving, and then you have 5 or 6 types of problem solving. You have information gap, and then you have 5 types of information gap, and it goes like that. So this is a very, very important post. It will help you a lot with your assignment because it shows you the types of activities. Now, what is required from you after knowing the type of activities is that you go to a course book. And let me take you back to the assignment here. So what you need to do now is to go to a course book, because it says here, choose some course books. So it can be one, it can be more. And what you need to do is to find an example of a discussion, an example of a debate, an example of problem solving, and it goes on. Let's go to a course book together and check how we can answer this question. Right, let me share a course book with you. So for example, let's have a look at this course book. And what did I choose for you? Dun, 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 dun. As an example, Peter Lacantoni, English as a Second Language, course book 5th edition. Okay, right. So what are we looking for? As the assignment says, we are looking for speaking activities. What we're going to do, we're not going to design anything. We're going to take just a screenshot from the activity and say what it is, under which umbrella it belongs. Okay, so let me go here. Oh, it says leisure and travel. Okay, that's part 1. What do we have here? Okay, watch, listen, and talk. Right. Okay, so here we have, look, I mean, B, that is a speaking activity. Talk to your partners about the things that you like and do not like doing in your free time. So obviously that's a discussion activity. That's a discussion activity. This is one that you can take as a screenshot and put it under the discussion, okay, section, right? Then let's move. And we've got here some pictures, right? And then it says here, complete the table with things that you enjoy and don't enjoy doing. Use the pictures above and your ideas. There are 2 examples, compare your list with you. So this is, again, that's another discussion based on picture prompts, which is something that, okay, you can put under discussions as well. So this is how you're going to go on with this activity. You're going to move on through the whole course book. And whenever you find a speaking activity, you try to put it under one of the categories given to you. So here we have number 5, work with your partner. For each of the following examples, one of you makes a suggestion and the other gives a preference. Use a variety of phrases from the language tips, blah, 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 buying new trainers or a birthday present for someone. So Maria would say something like, why don't you buy those new trainers we saw in town? And Christus will say, no, I don't think so, Maria. It's my mum's birthday next month, and I prefer to save my money for her present. And it goes like that. And the discussion we have, for the discussion of A, B, C, and D. So what you do is that you take a screenshot of this whole activity. You put it in your assignment, but you write to which category it belongs. Does it belong to the category of discussions? Does it belong to debates? Does it belong to problem solving? Is it about information gap? Is it about instructions? Is it about role play and simulation? I would put it, for example, under role play and simulation. It would work. So this is how you get on with the activity. You go through the whole course book, trying to find different kinds of speaking activities. So it's not that difficult, because you don't need to do anything. All what you need to do, my friends, is find the activity and decide what kind of activity it is. Now back to the assignment. So that was part one, and part one says, try to find a speaking activity from each of the following 7 categories. And we said that these 2 categories can be one, so you need to find also 6 different types of activities. What I advise you to do is to have, kind of subheadings. So you will write discussions and then a screenshot of the activity, and you need to write the reference where you got this activity from which course book, and then debates, and then problem solving, information gap, instructions. It goes like that. Then it says here, choose 3 of the selected activities. 3 of the selected activities. You came up with 6 activities. We need only 3 of them. And explore which level each activity targets. And this can be easily known from the course book you're using. If you're using an intermediate course book, then you would say that that's an intermediate speaking activity. And then what communication skills it develops. So all what you need to do is, what do we focus on here? What kind of speaking skills are being focused on? Okay, wonderful, my friends. Right. Now let's move to part 3 of the assignment, task 3, which says exploring stages of productive skills development, right? And then we have here, analyze the stages involved in learning writing. And the stages are specified here: copying, guided writing, and free writing. And then what you need to do is to write a 300-word essay discussing the importance of each stage and provide practical example. And this is not a very difficult question, and you're well supported with it. Again, I'll take you back to your TEFL handbook. And if we go to the TEFL handbook, we've got also copying, guided writing, free writing. And that's actually what we are asked to cover in the assignment. So you can go back to your TEFL handbook, okay, read about these 3 stages and write an article from your mind using your own words. Of course, do not copy from the handbook. This is just your reference, okay, or one of the references available for you. Let's get back to our assignments, my friend. So we said that task 3 is about writing 300 words, discussing these writing stages, copying, guided writing, and free writing. And then 2, in 150 words, explain the concept of a simulation. And again, I advise you to go back to your TEFL handbook and check what that is. And then 3, reflect on or describe a teaching experience where you have corrected written work. So this is kind of self-reflection on correcting writing. Explain the approach you used and provide examples of the types of errors you corrected. Right, okay, so that's also a part that you need to cover. And what you need to do is do a bit of research on different kinds of error correction when it comes to writing. Okay, good, lovely. Now let's move to task 4, which says teaching, speaking, and writing. And here it says select a course book activity. So you can select, or design. So you have 2 options here. Either you design your own activity, or you select the course book activity. One for each of the following. okay, and clarify how you will use it for introducing writing or speaking skills. Okay, so again, let's focus on this introduction. So either I select a coursebook activity, which means that I can just do the same as we did previously. We go to a coursebook, okay, and then we choose an activity that would fit any of these. For example, here the first one, it says interrupt politely and effectively, and it says here we need a speaking activity. So you can search in coursebook until you find one, and then you can use that, right? Or you can also design your own activity. So, and I'm going to help you and support you with both now. Let's imagine that you want to select a coursebook activity. So if you want to select a coursebook activity, and this activity is related more to speaking, so you're advised to try to go to a reference where you have a lot of speaking activities. And let me recommend something. So you can go to a coursebook like this one, which is Discussions A to Z. And in Discussions A to Z, it says a resource book of speaking activities. Lovely. Let's go to the table of content. And look at this. We've got here lots of topics: advice, body, class, difficulties. And then you focus on the topic, okay, that would help you with your assignment. And you go there, okay? So in this course book, we have kind of how you teach the activity, and then the handouts also that you need to give to people, right, doing the activity. And then it keeps going like that, right? So using a course book like this would help also selecting the activities. Now, another course book that might help you with this process as well, Role Plays for Today, right? And let's have a look here. It's by Jason Anderson. And if you go here, you say, you see the activity, and then given directions, making recommendations. So the name of the activity, and also the functions, the grammar, the vocabulary, and also the level. It's really helpful, and it can help also with this assignments, and it keeps going like that. It's a wonderful book. Right, so using books like these will help you so much with the selecting process. And again, so the assignment is not only about speaking activities. So for example, we have here express agreement and disagreement. We've got some writing activities here, like 4 writing activities, and we've got about 3 speaking activities. Lovely. And as we said, it says select or design. Someone would say, Shadi, how can we design? And let me help you with an article, show you an article that would help you a lot with this. And on Britishey.com, my friends, we have this post here. It says TQUK TEFL Assignment 5, Teaching and Speaking and Writing Skills. You click on it, and then you have ideas here, like interrupt politely and effectively speaking. You have an idea for a speaking activity. Now, what you will do with this idea, you will take it, okay, and try to provide the handout or the design that the students will get in the classroom and provide it. You have also an idea for negotiate meaning, an idea for change subject, an idea for writing, an idea for expressing contradiction, and it goes like that. So answering this part of assignment, my friend, you can either select from a course book or you can design yourself. Both are available. For designing, please go back to this article on Britishey.com. It will help you a lot. Now, another part in the assignment is number 2. In a 200-word essay, explain the need for consistency in pronunciation during a presentation stage, providing 3 practical examples from your own teaching experience or a hypothetical classroom scenario. So you will explain why it is important to be consistent, okay, in your pronunciation in the classroom, okay, during the presentation stage. What is the presentation stage? It is the stage when you cover the MPF, meaning, pronunciation, and form. And of course, in the presentation stage, pronunciation is necessary. Okay, so why consistency in pronunciation is important? That's what you need to talk about. And you need to give 3 examples from your own teaching experience or an imaginary situation. And with this, you will end this assignment. Where can I find something about the importance of consistency in pronunciation? Again, your handbook. So, my friends, we came to the end of this speaking and writing assignment, and good luck with it, everyone. Assalamu alaikum.